Today's review is for Yonex Poly Tour Pro. We have the 16L gauge version here. This string retails for approximately $20, although I think on Tennis Warehouse a lot of times you can get it for like 16 bucks. Let's just very quickly go over what this string is. It is a polyester monofilament. And the interesting thing is that with Yonex, they've labeled it like as a comfort-based string. So despite being a polyester, they've put it into the comfort category. And on their little rating scale, which goes from firm plus to soft plus, they have given it a soft. So one step down from average. And on the back, when we read the actual description for this string, what it says is solid power, spin, and comfort for players of all swing speeds looking for a soft, all-around string. And of course, this is a Yonex product, so it's going to be high quality. I believe this is still manufactured in Japan. And everything that Yonex does is typically really, really good, at least on the manufacturing level. Now, on the playability level for me, this was a one and done. I don't think I'd ever use this string again. And I think its area, and I guess the way I look at this is whenever I do these reviews, I'm not necessarily rating my own experience with it, but I'm trying to think about, well, who is this designed for? Who would this string really, really benefit? And that's where I had a tough time. I really struggled. In a full bed, I really don't know who this string is for. It does play on the softer side of a polyester string, but it just adds no additional benefit to that. The feel is really dead, and there's almost too much power for the lack of feel. So when I was playing with it and I was hitting just, average shots, when I'd slow down my swing for like hitting sessions with 3-0, 3-5 type players, it was totally fine. It wasn't spectacular. It didn't feel special. I could control the ball. I kept it in every time. No real pain on the arm. But the second I had to try to play up a little bit and play with people that are better, hit the ball a little bit harder, really go for my shots, I just felt absolutely nothing. No real confidence going for anything. And then the ball had that tendency to fly a little bit, which happens to me with a lot of polyesters that are like this. Like I always say in the other videos, like some of that's probably on me, but at the same time, like when I use Alu Power or I use Hyper G or I use like RPM, it works out okay for me in the long run there. Whereas with this string, it really doesn't. It really didn't. I think the way I look at this string is if you're using like natural gut in your mains, or you're using a string that's very natural gut-esque in your mains, like a X1 biphase, not a super soft string, one a little bit firmer than that, and you're looking to just tame the gut a little bit and also deaden out the gut a little bit, this would be a good cross string for you as far as polys go. I'm sure there's a lot of other stuff out there like this that's probably a little bit cheaper, but this one would definitely work well in a cross. In a full bed, I don't really know who this is designed for because I feel like if you have a really nice poly multi setup already, like with one of the big hitter polyesters, again, like the strings I listed before, and you have like NRG or NXT or one of those type strings in your cross, I don't see why you would use this string, and I definitely can't see why you would use it in a full bed. If you're a player who uses something that's like a textured poly or more of like a shaped polyester and that's getting you extra bite and spin on the ball, I can't see why you would move over to this. And that's really where I was left scratching my head the whole time. Anybody who uses this in a full bed and really likes it, you definitely leave your comments, leave your experience, let us know what level you're at, what your swing speed is. But when I read this description, I'm going to read it one more time for you guys because I think you're going to be left with that same kind of feeling I'm left with. For players of all swing speeds looking for a soft all-around string, I think that's screaming hybrid for a player. So you're going to get more feel, probably even more comfort and potentially more spin than you're going to get out of this very dead, very generic feeling poly. It is super durable. It hasn't broken in my racket yet. I get a sense like it's going to happen relatively soon. But I noticed that when this one fell off, and it was kind of like a gradual fall off in playability, it did just kind of fall off to like any other generic polyester string. So nothing spectacular with this one. It's a good quality product, but like I just don't really know who it's designed for, and it's not a string that I'm ever going to be using again. I'm looking forward to trying the other polyester strings in the Yonex line because I think that those I'm going to like a little bit more. But let's get this one out of the way first. So Yonex Poly Tour Pro, for me, it's a pass. In a gut multi setup, maybe this works as your cross, but otherwise, I don't know. Stick to what you got. So thanks for watching. And again, you can read the full review on the website that will be linked in the description. So take care.